Spring commencement is still several months away, but Texas Tech is celebrating the latest round of graduates who are helping the university reach long-term goals. Coming up, we'll let you know how many Red Raiders picked up a diploma in 2024.
Texas Tech athletics is back in the headlines this week as one team continues to move up in the national polls, while a Red Raider athlete continues to rewrite the history books. We'll have a look at those stories and more in sports.
And if you regularly eat meals at the Texas Tech campus, you're pretty familiar with what the university has to offer. But a recent visit by a famous chef gave students one-of-a-kind options during a special event. Find out which dining hall offered 5-star cuisine for a day.
This is the MCTV Weekday Update.
Welcome to the Thursday edition of the MCTV Weekday Update. I'm Chilcutt.
And I'm Maresa Sisk. The spring 2025 semester is well underway, but it's only been a little over a month and a half since thousands of Red Raiders walked the stage during the December commencement ceremonies.
Almost 10,000 students received degrees in 2024, and that number is helping the university achieve an important goal. Earlier this semester, Texas Tech announced that graduation rates have increased significantly since the COVID-19 pandemic shut down campus back in 2020. During the 2019-2020 academic year, the university awarded 8,572 degrees. Just 4 years later, Tech handed out 9,994 diplomas during the 2023-2024 school year. That has increased the 4-year graduation rate to 51% and 69% for the 6-year graduation rate. The university attributes the increased number of graduates to a proactive approach, which includes the use of student success specialties and the Raider Success Hub. Both of these changes came in response to lingering impacts from the COVID pandemic. Beyond the overall graduation rate, several colleges here on campus also saw notable increases, including engineering, health and human sciences, and university programs. Texas Tech hopes to announce another record number of graduates again this year after spring commencement in May.
Speaking of the Raider Success Hub, the program celebrated the beginning of its 3rd year of existence with an annual event for faculty and staff. The RSH Second Annual Success Summit was held all day yesterday in the sub. Faculty and staff from across campus were invited to attend a full schedule of events held in the Ballroom, Red Raider Lounge, and Traditions Room. The ballroom served as the central location for the biggest events, including a luncheon and awards ceremony at noon. The other locations hosted a variety of sessions, all focused on helping attendees develop goals for the new year. Raider Success Hub is an online portal that brings together multiple resources to help students navigate their college careers. But on the backside, the portal has helped the university gather valuable data that is used to make decisions on future strategies across the university. Yesterday's event helped participants learn how to find that information and put it to use.
With classes in full swing, many students spend a lot of their day walking across campus from building to building. That extra exercise can often lead to an increased appetite, especially around lunchtime. But if you can't stop by the sub or one of the dining halls, there's another weekly option that may fit into your cross-campus commute. Every Wednesday, Texas Tech Orientation Services hosts a food truck festival in Memorial Circle. The event features a rotating list of local food trucks who stop by campus to offer a variety of menu choices. Participating businesses fill up bus stops on the northeast and northwest corner of the circle around lunchtime each week. All of those businesses who participate in each week's food truck festival donate 10% of their earnings to the university's Red Raider Camp. Red Raider Camp is a 3-day, 2-night on-campus experience that gives new students a chance to learn about the university while meeting fellow Red Raiders. The next food truck festival is scheduled for next Wednesday, February 12th from 10:30 to 2 p.m. The West Texas weather has been a bit of a guessing game over the last couple of weeks, with high temperatures ranging from the 20s and 30s a couple of weeks ago to the 70s and 80s this week.
The quick increase in temperatures may seem a little out of place for February, especially after a new daily record of 91 degrees was set on Monday. But the roller coaster of conditions is not unusual this time of year, and it looks like that unpredictability will continue into this weekend. Let's take a look at the MCTV forecast. Conditions are looking almost perfect today on the MCTV tower cam. The sun has been shining all day and temperatures climbed above the 80-degree mark right before 1 o'clock. Today's high should finish in the mid-80s, but record-breaking temperatures aren't expected before we cool off tonight. This evening's lows will drop a few degrees from last night, and there should be a few more clouds in the area by tomorrow morning. But the clouds won't stick around long. By mid-morning on Thursday, clear skies are once again expected, and that will lead to a near repeat of today's conditions. Highs will once again top out near 85 degrees. Heading into the weekend, temperatures will cool off slightly on Saturday, but there should be plenty of sunshine and mild conditions. But on Sunday, the run of spring-like weather will be ending as a cold front moves into the area. Temperatures will be 20 degrees cooler with highs in the 50s. Conditions are expected to look a lot more like winter by Monday, with overcast skies and highs topping out in the low 40s. Looking ahead, the return of winter may last through next week, but warmer temperatures could also return just in time for Valentine's Day.
The spring sports season is still a few weeks off from full strength, but there's one Texas Tech team that is stirring up excitement and making national headlines early in the year. On Tuesday night, the Red Raider basketball team clinched their 7th straight win against Baylor, giving the team their best Big 12 start in program history. Chance McMillan led the Red Raiders with 19 points, increasing his average to 15.5 points per game. Darian Williams was not far behind, collecting 17 points along with 8 rebounds. The Red Raiders went on a 7-0 run with Williams made a three-pointer and sunk 2 free throws, and then finished the scoring with a layup to push the lead to 14. Tech beat Baylor 73-59, moving to a 9-2 in conference play. On Monday, the Red Raiders jumped to a number 13 in the AP poll, setting them up for a huge matchup with number 20 ranked Arizona this Saturday in Tucson. Tip-off is set for 9:30 p.m. and the game will be nationally televised on ESPN.
The Lady Raiders have also been busy since returning from the holiday break, but their luck has been a lot different during the conference season. Tech returned to the United Supermarkets Arena last night with a 3-8 record in conference to face Utah. Jasmine Shavers continued her hot streak this season, leading the team with 15 points and 3 rebounds. This was her 21st double-digit scoring game since the season started in November. Redshirt junior Danae Fritz collected a season high of 12 points and a team high of 4 steals, marking her 6th straight game with 2 or more steals. Bailey Maupin racked up 13 points for her 18th double-digit game this season. Unfortunately, those efforts were not enough as the Lady Raiders dropped their 4th straight game, losing 64-70. The road to the postseason doesn't get any easier for Tech as they head to Fort Worth to take on number 9 ranked TCU on Saturday at 4 p.m. If you're not heading to the Metroplex, you can catch all the action on ESPN+.
Texas Tech basketball may be stealing most of the headlines, but the Red Raider track and field team is once again leaving their mark on the national standings after a member of the women's team made her way into the history books. At the end of last week, Texas Tech hosted the Stan Scott Invite and Multis at the Sports Performance Center. The team had several wins in the long-distance categories, along with several top 3 finishes. But the biggest story of the meet for the Red Raiders was the runner Fanny Arendt, who ran a 2:04.10 in the 800 meters, becoming the first female runner in school history to break 2:05. This record also puts her in the current top 5 in the NCAA. Arendt broke her own school record of 2:05.27 by more than a second, a record that she set 1 week earlier during the Red Raider Invite. The track and field team will be competing again this upcoming weekend at New Mexico Collegiate Classic in Albuquerque. If you want to keep up with the team's results, check out texastech.com. Thousands of students stop by one of the Texas Tech's campus dining halls every day for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Students can expect a variety of food and even occasionally some special options during events.
However, what most Red Raiders don't expect to see is a one-of-a-kind menu cooked up by a famous celebrity chef. But last Wednesday, that's exactly what students encountered as they walked into the market at the Stengel Murdo Residence Hall. Celebrity chef, author, and restaurant owner Jet Tila made a special stop here on campus on January 29th. Tila is best known for his many appearances on the Food Network, often acting as a judge on culinary competition shows. During his time at the market, Tila prepared a menu of Thai-inspired options using traditional flavors to create several unique dishes. At 1 p.m., Tila also offered a public cooking demonstration, and afterwards he met up with students for photos and a meet and greet.
This is the prime place to actually be able to share culture through food because they're at that amazing age where they're curious and they're about to enter the world and travel the world in the workforce. So I think it's an amazing opportunity to feed students in the college venue.
Tila's visit was organized by Tech's Hospitality Services for the 6th installment of their culinary series. Each culinary series features a unique dining experience that includes a special menu created by professional chefs. Last week's appearance by Jet Tila also just happened to fall on the Lunar New Year, which is celebrated in many Asian countries, including Thailand.
So Marissa, did you have a chance to stop by and sample any of Chef Tila's amazing creations last week?
I did not, but looking at it, I really wish I had.
Me too. I sadly had to miss it. That's all for today's edition of the MCTV Weekday Update.
Thanks so much for joining us, and be sure to check ttuhub.net every day for more news. We'll see you next week.